Do you have a
practice bike?
Yeah.
Different bike to the weekend.
All right, but the same model.
Same everything.
Okay.
Like, but
Right,
not the same bike.
Not the same bike, right. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
like, you know, the suspension's all set up the same, like to shims, you know, like exactly the same shims,
They do
same cams,
Okay.
like, you know, it's, she's.
They changed cams, okay.
Yeah, we changed cams. I've been doing like cam testing.
So is it an open motor format? You've got your motor, but there's things you can do, yeah?
Yeah. Yep,
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can
It's
change
a
the
full
flow.
team deal, okay.
Yeah, change the flow, ECU. We test like ECU, engine parts. So yeah, like cams, different pistons, compression ratios, all kinds of stuff. Yep.
So, I mean, you've got to talk to these guys in the States.
Yeah. Wow.
Will they wouldn't want to release information, I bet.
Oh, Troy, actually, there's an Aussie guy over there, and Troy had a connection with him at the start of the year, so like he was getting a little bit of information. He was mechanicking for Eli Tomac.
It's time to run the Barracuda! Everybody do it well! Do what, baby? Come on and do the Barracuda!
G'day, viewers. I'm stoked. This podcast was brought to you by Koala Karma, the chill-out drink. Sit back, relax, drink some Karma Koala, and I'll tell you why. I'm really stoked because Karma Koala have just been taken on by Woolworths. Woolworths, the amazing supermarket chain, and they're taking on Karma Koala, so you can buy it everywhere. So many people ask me where they can buy it, and up until now, just basically health food shops and this and that. And if you're ever a guest on my podcast show, you always get a Karma Koala, but they really work. They calm you down. They chill you out. They make you listen. And from all natural ingredients, the ladies from the Gold Coast have cracked a winner. And Jamie Turner, who's been on this podcast show before, messaged me last night to say that it was some great news. That soon I'll be able to tell you exactly where they are. And I'm so happy for those ladies. So yes, hey, on today's podcast, I'm really cool. Really, I'm really stoked. I've had 2 beers. I'm really stoked that Kade Mosig from Victoria, he's moved to the Currumbin on the Gold Coast. He's an exceptional winner on a motorbike, and you're going to hear his story right now. So no doubt everyone's listening to this right now who already knows Kade. He's got a huge fan followership. Listen to me. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to a podcast. It's all just good fun. Hi from the Gold Coast. It's Tuesday night, the 2nd of August, and I'm having a good time with good people. Thanks to Matt G from Matt G Photography. If you want the best photos ever, go see Matt G. He's also from Tugun area and drops in every now and then to take snaps. But you'll be seeing that if you log on to our Facebook page, Gold Coast vs. Truck on Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe to... Just rate and review, please. It jumps me up the stats. You don't understand. If you've got an iTunes account, just click on me. Click on this show. It's good for the Gold Coast. Do you understand? It's good for Australia. As Aussies, we don't do that stuff by nature. Just do it. Just help me out. Get to the top. So these people that you like and listen to will be bigger stars. And things like sponsorship money in Kade's world will come to them easier because more people out there have heard it because you've just simply rated and reviewed this show. Anyway. Are you there, Kade? Kade Mosig. Put it there, champ.
G'day, mate.
Look at you, mate. It's great to see you here tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Here you are. Now, I just read yesterday that you're from Victoria.
Yeah, Victorian boy. Yeah, grew up in Pearstown, Victoria. And it's just down there. It's pretty cold in the winter. Victoria, she's a really old place. But
Well, where is that? Because I didn't Google that bit. Like
it's
I've done a lot of Victoria stuff, but I can't think of that one.
It's pretty close to the Mornington Peninsula, basically just on the edge of that. So yeah, it's like near a few towns off the peninsula.
Phillip Island.
Yeah, Phillip Island's about 45 minutes, so it's pretty close. But yeah, that same sort of coastline there.
That's freezing.
Yeah, it is.
And it said that you're a surfer.
Yeah,
Or you like to?
I wouldn't call myself a surfer, but
Hey? Oh, who does?
Oh, mate.
Look at us. Hey, we've got Matt G in the studio too, taking snaps today. We had a surf under yesterday.
Yeah,
And we were
same.
both apologising to each other. Oh, man, I'm not much of a surfer. Oh, I'm not much of a surfer. It's what everyone does.
yeah, I know.
As long as you like it. You know?
Yeah, I love it. It's it's probably one of the main reasons why I moved here. It's just like, being able to do that all the time. Like, I learnt down there in Victoria how to surf, and I just sort of learnt in like the gnarly cold water down there, and I come up here and I was just like, oh yeah, sick, that's awesome.
Freezing.
Yeah.
And sharky.
Yeah, freezing sharky. I never used to think about the sharks down there, and I went out like surfing, had a mate who lived in South Australia as well, and like, real sharky out there, and we used to just get in the water and dive and swim around and just like not think about it. But yeah, I come here and I'm scared of them up here for some reason.
Really?
There's more sightings, I reckon. Probably just because you don't hear about it down there.
Well, I know that I think I've said this many times, but I've read that they come up to Byron Bay.
Oh, yeah?
They breed around the Julian Rocks there,
Yep.
and then head back. Mm-hmm. So these are great whites.
Yeah.
So every now and then we'll get bitten by bull sharks up here in the canals and whatnot. But I've never. Because geez, I had podcast shows with guys that go, nope, they're everywhere, and even old blokes who said that before they put the shark nets in, that they were constantly ringing the Greenmount Hill
Always,
bell, like shark. They could see them all the time, so they must do something.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I went out in a jet ski, like in a Tweed mouth one day, and then just seen a fin just floating around. I was just like, oh, they're out here. Wow. Yeah, so I was just like, poof, and I went out at Fingal yesterday, so it was all I could think about. It was right there where I've actually seen one. I was like, don't want to see one when I'm on the board.
No.
It scares
what
me.
about Mick Fanning?
Oh,
And he won. He last year,
yeah.
a real monster, and then went back and won. I don't know. Man, that takes some big ones.
Yeah. He's obviously just mentally strong. Goes in with a strong mind and just goes for it.
Imagine his mind though. Like I come back in the water, I'm taking it on. People are watching me, but in every second it'd be like you with dirt bikes. Like you're winning races. You're right up the front. People are watching me, but in those moments, do you go, stop thinking that stuff? Like, do you ever do that? Like, I used to race sprint cars, and every time I spun out was when I started to think about, what am I going to say on the podium? You
make a mistake.
But the great races you ever had are the ones when you actually forgot you were racing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No. Just it's something. Yeah. I'm sure you would know if you have racing sprint cars. It's high speed. You just kind of you narrow your focus down to this it's like a different place when you go to in your mind, and then if it does wander, then you're like, oh, something's gone wrong. So I know the days you're talking about when you let your mind slip as well. But there are the days when you just go into that zone and it feels amazing. You just going for it. Nothing else breaks your focus.
Yeah,
it's good.
And kind of look back on a race maybe and go, what happened? Like it was like I wasn't actually there. Do you get that?
Yeah, you just. Yeah, I try and just stay in focus on what I'm doing in my racing, and the biggest thing, like we race at high speeds, so and there's lots of line choice as well. So you really got to keep your mind on the track. So I'm just trying to just read it as fast as possible, and I just it's a strange thought really you go through, but it's good. I like it.
I'll tell you something. I've got a million questions for you.
Yeah,
but I've said this before too to every dirt bike guy I've ever spoken to, but. Because I did, race sprint cars and had a little KX450F1 in the 80s, but then, turned into a grown man, raced real sprint cars, they're 900 horsepower, real fast, and they got ruts and lines, what's that noise? Raining. Yes. It's raining, my tanks are going to get some water. Oh, mate, it's empty at home. Anyway, so it's a kind of similar thing. It's for your eyes. You got to take in instant information, like where the track's changing. There's little lines and grooves, and where's the slick? Do you call it slick in the dirt bikes? We call it slick. We call it slick. No traction, and then there's the
Yeah.
And where am I getting at? Oh, and then we got on a mate Shannon Wheel, Mudgy Wheel.
Yeah. Okay.
We started racing pit bikes. All of us on the coast, right?
Yeah, we all did that.
And it was only a pit bike race, man, but I couldn't believe how intensely difficult and physical bike racing is.
Yeah.
Or I don't think there's anything more physical and with more risk.
Yeah.
If you get tired, Here comes another jump, dude. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Has it always been the way for you that you've always been fit enough for racing?
No, there's been stages, like, obviously injuries are sort of part where I haven't been fit enough. That's the only thing. But, yeah, just, like, growing up, I had to sort of start training at, like, well, full on. I started training hard at the age of 15. And I kind of just went, nah, I don't want to go to school anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I'm out of school. I just want to train and ride. And yeah, I was lucky enough, like, my parents were supportive in that. But, like, we were travelling a fair bit. So it was just like, miss a day of school to travel. And then, it was like, racing, I'm tired, don't want to go to school. And then just would start practicing during the week, have a day off here and there. And, yeah, it's just, grew up just doing that.
Brilliant. There's a lot of... so could I ask... I read that you've got a brother or two?
Yeah, I've got an older brother.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And by the sound of it, he was racing too? And this is all just Google facts, man, bro science.
No, yeah, we grew up racing together. Like,
Okay.
From a young age, we started, like, just, little football in the town of Pearstale, just a bit of AFL. And then, just like... Dad bought us both bikes, and then we had property down there in Pearstale, so we could sort of ride around the property. And then I was like, all right, let's go racing. And we went and did a few local races, and then it was like kind of we had to choose between footy and dirt bikes at one stage. And we're like, I was just like dirt bikes all the way. I didn't want to play footy. And then next thing you know, we were just travelling every weekend, just doing it together, racing like state championships, and then it just led to national championships, and we both just. Yeah,
Your dad's
around.
a champion.
Yeah,
How good's that?
My dad's a legend.
So why... Does he have an interest in bikes?
Yeah, he used to ride bikes himself back in the day. But yeah, obviously just sort of, had to work and make money to live, and started a family, and this is where it is.
Great. Wow, I'm envious of that. Like, it's good when you see a bloke, grown man, get a certain age, almost give away on his own sort of thing on what he wants to do. He's always working.
Yeah.
But then put in all his time to take his boys or girl, his daughter to next minute, just like that.
Yeah.
You're racing every weekend, and that's cool, man.
Yeah, no,
it's rare too.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's especially racing dirt bikes isn't cheap too. So a big commitment from my old man to just take us all around the country and do that. Like, yeah.
What was your first bike then?
First bike was a Pee-wee 80.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Automatic, are they?
Nah,
Or no?
3-speed, but no
clutch.
clutch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And you raced that?
No, I didn't race that. That was just around the paddock at home, and then the first...
What sort of paddock? How big?
We had 67 acres down there.
Crikey, wow.
Yeah, well, like, we lived next door to my nan. She had a house on the property, and we built our own house on the property in the corner, and then, we just kind of shared the land.
Is the Mosig family like an original sort of settled, from that area? Anyone who owns 67 acres and your neighbours is your nan?
Yeah, it was my
Have
nan.
you been there for a long time?
Yeah, been there about 20 years. Yes,
Wow.
yeah, we were there. So, I moved there when I was about 3.
Okay.
Yeah, 3.
67 acres. I was going to ask you, like, do you build jumps? You don't need to, no?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you do now, but when you were young, was there heaps of hits about everywhere? And
no, so
Was
there
it
was
flat?
just kind of like on the grass around the paddock, just learning the bike, and then there's a dam down the front, and it had like a dam wall, and
Cool.
then that's where the jump started. So,
every grommet with dam walls, right?
Yeah, straight to that.
You know what I did in my KX80 F1? The dam wall, you picture the dam wall, and you could
Yep.
run a berm.
Yep.
Well,
Sick.
it's been there the whole time, but I went back to my cousin's property after like 6 months, and my uncle had put a 44-gallon drum in the middle of the dam with a rope,
Yep.
like just a thin wire sort of thing that was holding the thing to be in the centre, and it just caught me under the neck.
No.
Like your classic,
No
"Bah!"
way.
And then I saw it at the last minute, and guess what? I didn't have my helmet strap tied up. Like a bad kid, but
Yeah.
it probably saved half my head.
Probably would have, because it just...
It just
slipped.
ripped the end of the helmet off, and only the week before that our parents were going, "You got to wear your helmets, or we're taking those bikes away." And so we did, but I didn't actually tie it up. But man,
Far out, that's
what do you
scary.
think? What do you think about I don't want to take it. But geez, I'm getting lost. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
A million questions for
I
you.
don't know. Where do we begin, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was your first race win?
Race win. Probably going back I would have been, racing for at least 12 months, I think. Yeah, on a 60cc KX60, raced
Nice.
them for a few years, and then it just sort of led into the bigger bike.